Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure, it's always my honor to be out here well connected with nature and bringing to you this message of emancipation, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. And that is why I want to speak to you concerning being a spiritual scientist, walking by divine laws. That's one of the things that we must discover about ourselves, that we are spiritual scientists working by divine laws. Now, when you realize that you're a spirit having a human experience, you'll also discover that you are eternal. You'll also discover that your real essence is the creative power, and that you can use that power to achieve your every desire. But there are certain laws, I should say, that you must walk by. And many people knows all different kind of laws that was taught to them in school and taught to them by their religious ministers and also their politicians. And these laws that the system would make you think upon, these laws are made by these same men, but they are greater laws that cannot be broken by anyone. And everyone must come under the command of these laws and walk by these laws if they want success in their life. If they want to live the best version of their life, they must walk according to law. And one of the things that we must first discover is the law of mentalism. That everything is first mental. Everything is first psychological. Everything has to first be a thought. It has to first be an idea. It has to first be imagined. Therefore, right there it is telling you, nothing has existed before imagination. And that imagination is God in man. And that is why you are a spiritual scientist. This body is a physical body. And you're a spirit living in a physical body. But when it comes to creating, you have to work with the law of discovering yourself through you understanding how the mind works, how thought works. And when you understand that the whole universe is mental and everything is mental, then you'll be ready to understand how you should vibrate, because there's a lot of vibration. You realize that there's always a law of rhythm. Thing flows. What comes in is what goes back out, like the tide of the sea. Like a pendulum swing. What goes so, it comes back so. So you have to know how to be responsible for your thoughts and your action as a spiritual scientist. Because your lab is your mind. This is where all the chemicals must come together to give you the desired result that you're seeking for. And so, you must know that as above, so below, as it is within, so is it without. There is always a lot of correspondence. So as a spiritual scientist, it's very important for you to know these laws and walk with these laws. Then there's the law of cause and effect. Every effect of a cause and every cause of an effect, you must understand that. So you will understand that man are not the creatures of circumstances. Circumstances are the creatures of man. Man create them. So you can create your circumstances how you want them to be. You can shift your life in whatever direction you want to shift your life. Because you're the Lord and Master of your destiny. For it is your own thought that is creating your reality, creating your personality. Therefore, a change of thought or a change of mind is a change of destiny. So my brother and my sisters, you must understand the law of polarity. How could you accept light and do not accept darkness? Haven't the Bible told you that I am God and there is no other? I create the darkness and I create the light, I create good and I create evil. In Isaiah chapter 45 verses 5 to 7. So you have to understand the law of polarity. The yin and the yang, the positive and the negative. The head and the tail. One coin. Polar opposite sides. You have a head, you have a tail. You have heaven, you have hell. It's where you choose to live. So you can either live from here or you can live from here. You can be a master or you can be a slave. The body is a slave to the mind. So when you understand how you must align yourself with divine laws or universal laws, you realize that everything has a masculine and a feminine. You understand the law of gender. And when you can walk with these laws, make them a part of your life, master them, then you'll be able to master all your situations, because you'll be living your life as a true scientist, a true spiritual scientist who knows how to bring the elements of water, earth, wind, fire, and that spirit to create. It's right there in the Genesis story. When you read the Genesis story, it's the creation story of how you can create your reality consciously. First having a thought, and that thought is without form and it's void. But the spirit must move upon the water. There must be the law of action. Okay, so all of these things are very important in your life. That's why you need to understand also the law of compensation. Give, and it shall come back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over shall man give into your bosom. So my brother and my sisters, you are not just here for no reason at all. You are here to discover certain things about yourself and to live life as a true spiritual scientist that is walking with the science of mind, the science of life. So humanity has its science, whereby we must have this experience here. So real spirituality will teach you that God and man are one, and that science and spirituality are one. It's one science. We are all using one science, because there's only one power, and all of us have that power. But it's how we use that power, because we've been given also the power of choice. So it's your choice. You can be a master or you can be a slave. You can be above or you can be beneath. You can be the head or you can be the tail. You can be the lender or you can be the borrower. It's your choice. You can choose a blessing or you can choose a curse. It's how you use the science of mind. It's all about the science of mind. But you must know that you are a divine being. That's what makes you a spiritual scientist, walking by divine laws. You must walk by divine laws to have things happening in your life divinely. Synchronicity is not just mere occurrences, you know. You are the operant power. And when you can remember, when you set certain things in motion, then you would realize why all these synchronicities are coming together to bring into fruition that which was once just a desire inside of you. Now it becomes a reality, and you can contact it by the 5 senses because you are practicing alchemy. So my brother and my sisters, we are to be deliberate creators. So I hope everything that I've said here, it makes sense to you, and that you will look within yourself and become more responsible of how you engineer your thoughts and your actions, because all of that is part of how you put the formula together. And whatever compounds you put together would mean what results you would get. So that is why whatsoever things are good, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, if there be any virtue in it, you must think on all of these things. Because the only way that you can transform yourself is by the renewing of your mind. That's why you must rearrange your mind if you're not working as a real true spiritual scientist and understanding and mastering divine laws that you must walk by. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I just want to say again, if what I'm saying is really resonating with you and this is the first time that you're listening to me and you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraging you to like, to comment, or to subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at BlackMadGuru. Okay, I really appreciate all of your support, and if you would like to support us on Patreon also, I am very much grateful for such a support. And if you are interested in mentorship also, you can reach out to me. So I want to thank you very much. I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.